Welcome to Aquarius, bearer of water flow, helping the collective to thrive and grow. Awaken to your greatness in the energy of this sun. With universal vibrations, find the truth that we are one. Are you ready to light up the sky? Welcome to Magic Moon Phase. Welcome back, sisters, misters, witches, wizards, all my magical folks. Thank you for, again, tuning in to Magic Moon Phase. Aquarius, is where we're heading next in the sun season. The water bearer is the energy that we are about to embark into on our new moon. Now, of course, with a new moon phase, it's time to reel it back, set some intentions, plant some seeds, find out some actions that we're going to start working on in the waxing phase up until the full moon in Leo. And of course, with a new moon, it is time to really dig in deep to what we want in our lives, what we want to call in, what we want to manifest, what we want to check our vibrations and our frequency to see what we are emitting. So therefore, the boomerangs come back to us with the same vibrations and frequency. That's a cool segue into what Aquarius really stands for. Aquarius, the collective. The water bearer brought water to communities, right? Bearer of water. Brought water from community to community. And within that, this air sign is really into communication, really into social connected groups and circles of friends, acquaintances, families, all of that jazz. All of the people you know that can help you grow. So the water bearer kept these communities connected and created a collective within that. Aquarius is so on point with checking themselves and what energy they're putting out, because Aquariuses know that we create the world we want to live in. Our individual talents and our uniqueness can connect into a collective to then thrive on an amazingly awakened, enlightened vibe. When they say Age of Aquarius, by the way, Sibe, I've looked into Age of Aquarius and I haven't found any direct factual date or what have you as to when the Age of Aquarius is. I've seen some articles that have said it started in 2012. What it truly means is like the Great Awakening. The Age of Aquarius, the water bearer, it's an air sign, rules or ruled by Uranus, which is the Great Awakener planet. So if we're looking at the energy of a new moon in Aquarius, we are setting intentions for actionable steps in the energy that we emit as well as the energy we take on. Aquarius is really big into the collective, as I've said, which an Aquarian knows that your vibrations and frequency can be felt. And it either can bring up a room or completely bring down a room. So Aquarius, being the water bearer, is the bringer of life. And life in so many different ways. Life in the fact that you bring your own life to yourself by what you send out. When negativity is natural, be positive on purpose. Now, that whole movement that High Five Fit started 7+ years ago, highfivefit.com, that whole movement is pretty much the same idea of the boomerangs. What you give, you receive. What you reap, you sow. All of those things, karma, it's the circle, it's the cycle, and it always comes back. Chickadee-chang, boomerang. Send it out and it will come back to you. Aquarius rules the 11th house of friends and social circles and almost, looking to your future, your spiritual awakening. It's also a very lucky time. Innovative, communicative, all about teaching, writing, speaking, connecting. And within that connection, change. Change comes more easily when you connect to others that are also willing to change. During Aquarius season, we're being called to look at the energy we emit to others. Are you smiling? Do you give people high fives? I go to banks and gas stations and anywhere I go. No shit. Anywhere I go, I'll ask people's name and I will give them a high five. I'll start with the high five. And if they're cool and if they're receptive, then I'll talk to them and be like, hey, what's your name, sister? But a high five, just that instant connection, it takes people out of their record. It takes them out of their life for just a moment for a brief connection. Now, what would happen if we started to do that on the daily? What would happen if you just started smiling at random peeps and giving high fives everywhere you go and just learning people's name, actually giving a shit, listening, showing up for others, being aware? How would that feel? That's a really good thing to pull into your life, or an intention. If you want to be more present, if you want to create more connection, have more contact, more eye contact with people. Think about looking at someone in the eyeballs. How scary does that make you feel? How scary does that seem to you? Looking someone in the eyeballs, the window to their soul, should not feel icky, gross, weird. Bleh. Why does it feel that way? Let's ask ourselves that question during Aquarius season. Okay. It's time to take major responsibility for the frequency that we allow ourselves to show up as. You know, are you the shit shark that sprinkles shit everywhere they go? No one wants a shit shark. Dun 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 dun. We're gonna need a bigger boat because there's too much shit being sprinkled everywhere. When you really look at it, when you reel it back, there's a foundation, a law that like attracts like. So if you're taking major responsibility for the person you're showing up as and the frequency you're emitting, right? What do people feel when you walk into a room? Do they smell shit because you're a shit shark? Or do they feel light and airy and happy because you're being positive on purpose in a naturally negative world? Check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself, okay? Like attracts like, so let's start working on attracting the people we want to surround ourselves with, because you become the people you surround yourselves with. Who are the top 5 people you surround yourself with? Take a second. I'll wait. The top 5 people that you surround yourself with usually are kind of you. Or you follow their examples. You may have the same habits. You may eat the same thing, peer pressure. Oh, you want to go have a drink? Sure, do I want to have a drink? Let's have another one. Okay. Is that the person you want to be hanging out with right now when you're working on your goals and working on your intentions and working on being who you want to be, chickadee? Look at not just the energy that you emit to others, but the energies that others emit to you as well. That is taking radical responsibility for frequencies, vibrations, and the energies that we only have control of. Our energies that we, Janet, have control. Okay, so when we're in Aquarius sun season, oh, I'm so excited. The energy, how's it going to feel? If we're in a new moon phase, and of course, the intentions, it's a vibrant time. It's a really energetic, fun portion of the lunar phase. This energy might feel a little cutting edge, way more open-minded. Think, a little rebel, Dottie. Think Stevie Nicks, get your Stevie Nicks on. It's really honest, it's loyal, progressive, and forward-moving. Think about progressing to the next level. This is a really quirky, kind of electric, eclectic type of an energy. Think Luna Lovegood in Harry Potter. It's Luna Lovegood season, y'all. It is time to be rebellious, independent, free-minded, free thinker, open perspective, really being aware of collective energies as one big energy, one source that we are all connected to. It's time to fine-tune your frequency. I want to go back to Luna Lovegood because I'm a Harry Potter head. Pothead, if you will. And Luna Lovegood is by far one of my favorite characters because of her nargles, because of the fact that she can see death like Harry Potter, the fact that she wears those crazy sunglasses that I don't even remember what they're called. She makes the quibbler and, she just doesn't give a fuck what other people think about her. They call her Loony Lovegood. Loony comes from lunacy, comes from lunar, comes from moon energy. When people are not connected to the moon, this is just my opinion, right? Take it for what it is. I feel that when people aren't connected to the energies of the moon or not making intentions to then celebrate or release what they don't need, that's where lunacy or craziness comes from, because there's so much energies that we're not connecting into that there's just this abundance of energy that's not going anywhere. So therefore it needs to be expended. Energy buildup has to explode somehow. So think about if you feel crazy during a full moon, maybe it's because you're not taking the energies that you're naturally being given to work with. Instead, we're wasting it. We're utilizing it in ways that don't serve ourselves or the greatest good. Don't serve a higher purpose. Don't serve a level up type of a mentality. So just something to think about, right? How do you feel during a full moon? Now, bringing it back to Aquarius, Luna Lovegood. Aquarius knows that we're all one, part of the universal energy. If we're all source connected, how do we raise our frequency as a collective? Looking at who you surround yourself with, there is no you or I, there is only us, Aquarius. And when you find yourself committing and connecting to the collective, you find out that your frequency actually creates your reality. Your frequency creates the world you live in, creates what you see. Because if you really think about it, what I do affects you too, and vice versa. Other people know this as the law of attraction. What you send out comes back to you. And if it does happen that way, and we can all feel energies, vibrations, and frequencies of one another, thinking about like attracts like and creating a brand new world. Creating a brand new frequency if we connect to one big source. Yeah! Some things you might want to plug into, all right? So let's get into, that's kind of the energy of Aquarius, connecting to your collective, and also let your individual light shine at this time. Try a new style, try that boho poncho that you've been hanging on to that you think people are gonna think you're weird. Like, who gives a flying shit who thinks you're weird? As long as you feel good in the hood, that's what's up, Buttercup. I want you to think of this season as be different season. It is individual season, uniqueness season. I'm going to do what I want because I said so season. Connecting to your social circles, your communities, looking at your social circles, your communities, who you spend your time with. That's taking major responsibility for your energy as well as the energies that you are letting into your very sacred space. Your extremely sacred space. This is a really good time to save the world, be charitable, right? If we're connecting to a lot of people, what would it look like to save the world? Or create your world is what we're actually doing. Hang out with your friends, go to a charitable event or create a charitable event. Brainstorm, join a new group or a circle, go to a new class, try a new yoga sequence. Do something different. Do something different with your badass. And then also remember that you influence energy around you with your conscious thought, your intentional actions, and being present. That's what really I want you to be present to, not only who you show up as, but who you show up with. Yeah, how about that? Okay, let's move into some other actionable steps, right? Of course, we have those that have an altar or those that want to carry crystals that plug into this energy. This whole month, you'll have the Aquarius energy, of course. So remember, we have a full moon in Leo coming up, which I'm really excited for. Magnetism of Leo, roar. But we'll get there when we get there. If you are going to add some stuff to your altar, some correspondences for the Aquarius sun season, the tarot card is the Star, which is, oh God, my favorite frickin' tarot card, I'll tell you what. It just makes me feel so connected, so light, so free, sparkly, individual, unique, like as above, so below. The chakra that Aquarius is affiliated with is the third eye chakra, as well as the 11th house and the planet of Uranus. If you wanted to put some symbols, maybe chalice, a water, something that bears water, holds water, that would be amazing. Thread to symbolize that we are all tied together, that we are all one. Maybe pictures of friends, your groups, your circles. Feathers to symbolize air. The eagle or the albatross is also an animal energy affiliated with the Aquarians, as well as the god Hercules, which is also Heracles. Another god would be Prometheus, the god of mankind, as well as the goddess Juno. Just a couple, and if there's any other gods or goddesses that you also like to throw into the Aquarius mix, please let me know online at magicmf.com. The colors that maybe you want to put on your altar are sky blue, aqua, and teal, and then violet purple, like a deep, dark purple, rain purple, you know what I'm saying? Some crystals might be azurite, which is great for intention. It's a gorgeous stone. Peacock ore, another really pretty one that, kind of like the candy paint. It's got blue and gold and pink and purple. That one's really for vibrant joy, which makes sense because it looks like it's on fire at times. Moss agate. Agate's grounding. Moss agate. It's really good for dissipating fear. Of course, if you're looking to be an individual and be a rebel dotty, you're going to want to look fear in the face. So that might be a good one to hold on you if you do that. And then the last one, goldstone, or what I believe they call sunstone, is a great one for visualizing your goals. Sparkle, sparkle. And then flowers, if you want to put some flowers on your altar, the bird of paradise, the orchid, the tiger lily, maybe some lavender, gladiolus, and olive. The metals of this sun season are uranium, of course, because they are ruled by Uranus, uranium, lead, and aluminum. Your scents, or what you want to smell, maybe almond, lavender, star anise, or black licorice, lemon and pine, and as I mentioned earlier, the eagle, albatross, and the peacock. Some other things, it's all about checking your vibe. Let's just bring it back to the main part of the new moon in Aquarius is setting intentions of how do you want to show up in the world? What energies do you want to emit outward that you pull back inward? What do you want to see your life look like? Because putting that out there, it's going to bring it back to you. So really, to check yourself in Aquarius, you're going to need maybe some ways to lift your vibe immediately. Awareness equals action equals change. So if you are a shit shark and you're just always negatively, naturally negative, and it happens, I get it, I've been there, done that. How to change or lift your vibe immediately is with gratitude. If you create a daily list of 5 to 10 things, either upon waking up or right before you go to bed, that you can look at during the day, it really creates a different vibration that you're emitting out. Love and gratitude are the strongest vibrations that we have to emit. Love and gratitude is a close second. So really coming up with what are you grateful for? Who, what, where, why, what you got, where you been, who you seen, how you know, all of that jazz. Let's be grateful for it. And let's start off our day with that and end off the day with it. I dare you to take 1 to 2 minutes in the morning and at night to remix what you're doing. Look at your routine in the morning and the night and give some gratitude for what you are, what you have, and who you are to come to be. Check your water quality. Check how much you are having water, the water bearer. Let's check our water. Water is absolutely essential. We are over 70% water, so we move with the moon tides. Just as the full moons and all of the lunar cycles have to do with the tides, we move with the tides as well because we are made of water. Bing! Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to where your emotions manifest. And pay attention to the food and the water intake that you are allowing. Food is energy. Water is energy. And checking that energy can lead to a better energy, which will lead to a better energy, so on and so forth. There goes the snowball. Boom, shakalaka, boom, bam, bam. Dive into your spiritual practice. How about that? Dive into your spiritual practice by stretching, doing some yoga, even breathing. Conscious breathing, present breathing, meditation, just being there for yourself, connecting with yourself. I say a morning prayer / incantation spell, right? Words. I say words with intention in the morning, the same words every morning. So now I can repeat it whenever I want throughout the day. It really does make a difference to review your routine. What are you doing in the morning to set yourself up? What vibration are you starting your day with to then cat that out all day long? Another way to lift your vibration absolutely immediately is to reflect on your uniqueness, your talents, who you show up as, and who you love about that person. How do you contribute to the collective around you? What is your personal and extremely unique contribution to the world around you? And, explore that energy. Explore that frequency of knowing that you're the only one who can do it that way. You're the only one who got it like that. Do that. These are some ways to instantly gratify, instantly change your vibration, and lift it up, Buttercup, because that's what it's all about. Checking yourself before you wreck yourself and creating a mechanism for a trigger of being negative to turn it into a positive. We call that POP, or positive on purpose. When negativity is natural, we go positive on purpose. And pretty soon, once you learn how to pop, you be like, pop, daddy, pop, and you'll be just all over the place like some popcorn. No problem. It's pretty cool. It's like a muscle. You have to flex it over and over and over again. Excuse me, where's the gym? Something just really to remember, if we're looking at the collective, if we're looking at the way we show up and who we are showing up as to the people around us, if I want you to remember anything about this new moon in Aquarius and what the energy is going to symbolize, is that the friendly people find the friendly people every single time because their vibrations are magnetic. like attracts like. And the wham-wham people find the wham-wham people because misery loves company. Can you see how that works? I mean, it's science and a little magic too. And who doesn't love science and magic? All right, how about some rituals? How can we plug into this energy and really, really make it worth our while? What does the next sun season look like, and how can we really make the most of it? All right, let's go. The first ritual I have for you is to throw a party. And throw them with the most positive intentions possible. Be conscious about creating a collective of connectors, creating a frequency and a vibration that is very inviting, that is something that people are going to be drawn to. What does this party look like, feel like, and how are the people going to feel when they leave it? Throw yourself a party, right? Aquarius. Connect to friends, social circles, and all the people that make you feel rad. Another ritual? 3 pieces of paper. You're going to need a candle, you're going to need a pen, and a crystal. So 3 pieces of paper, candle, pen, crystal. On the first piece of paper, I want you to write in crazy ass detail your big vision, your great awakening, the world that you want to step into every single time you open your eyes. What does it look like, feel like, sound like, taste like? Who's there with you? What do you look like? Crazy detail, I said. And then we're going to fold that one. Fold that up for me. The second piece of paper is going to have, I'm going to say, anywhere between 7 and 10 dreams or promises that you're going to make to yourself. And what I mean by promises are, I'm not going to press my snooze button 18,000 times in the morning. I'm not going to talk back or get icky with my significant other for not putting this toilet seat down. I don't know. What promises or things are you going to make to yourself in the ways that you're going to show up this month? That's what I'm looking for. What ways are you going to promise yourself that you're going to show up, that you haven't been showing up as, that you know you want to change? That's what this energy of Aquarius is for, is looking at who you're showing up as, who you want to show up as, and switching that energy and move forward with that person, because that's probably a much cooler, more awesome to be around type of a person. Yeah? Yeah. So what kind of dreams and promises do you want to make happen this month in Aquarius? And then the last piece of paper, and that's going to go on your altar or stick it in your, somewhere where you're going to see it. Wherever you need to put it, where just you are able to see it, and remind yourself of the person you want to show up as, that you're striving to show up as, and the person whose energy you want in the collective to then pull back energies from the collective to enlighten and awaken and lift the vibration of the collective all at once. And the last one. Got a little into it there. Thanks. Thanks for letting me go off the handle. Thanks for letting me fall off the broom there for a second. 5 to 10 things on the last piece of paper that you will stop doing. So the first piece of paper is exactly what you want out of life. The second piece of paper is what are you going to do to show up that way? And the third piece of paper is what do you not do to show up that way? What things do you need to change or immediately stop or instantly give up? What things are you doing that do not help your future self? Because those are the things that need to GTFO and see you later, sucker, because then you'll have room. You'll make room. Release the negative to make room for more positive. You'll have room to show up as the person you want to if you get rid of the negative, nasty, icky habits that are keeping you stuck. Okay, Aquarius? Okay. And the last ritual is the loving kindness ritual. If we're all connected, if we're all a collective, how would it feel to think of a person you love? Yeah? Think of a person you love, get your breathing right, get yourself set your elements, get all up in your sacred circle space, and think about someone you love and let that beautiful feeling fill your entire body, your entire vibration. Your whole aura is filled with the extremely beautiful and felt vibration, the strongest vibration we have available to us of love. And once you're there and you're feeling all that love surge, those endorphins, that serotonin in your brain piece, then I want you to think of someone that you're neutral about. Think of someone okay, well, it's an acquaintance, and I want you to send them just as much love and fill yourself with just as much love as what you just did for the person that you know, without a doubt, you do love. And once you get to that place of loving that neutral person as if they were yourself or as if they were someone that you felt extreme compassion, empathy, and love for, the third person I want you to think about is someone that you don't like, someone that you do not feel good about or that has created negative vibes around you or within you. And then the most difficult part of all is to send them love as well. Fill yourself with love, forgiveness, empathy, understanding, compassion, love, love, love. Fill yourself with that feeling. And in that moment, when you finally find love for that person, wish them happiness, health, freedom. Wish them the most beautiful things that life can offer. Wish them everything that they want in the world. Because in doing so, you're also wishing that for yourself. If you can find forgiveness and empathy, compassion for people that make you feel negative things, we can move past those feelings. Send love no matter what. Send that frequency of love so that it comes back to us. What would happen if we all looked at the people that we feel neutral about or not very good about and just sent them love to create a new Aquarius? Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for supporting, subscribing, following, sharing, all the badassery and radness up and down the block, though. I see you. I feel you. I see your reviews. I know what's up. I got it. Boom. I love seeing that you are digging this, because I'm digging this. So if we dig in this, well, there's a little raise in the vibration of the collective right there. If you have any questions, if you need a little help, if you want a little extra oomph or love as you are connecting into your own personal roadmap, your own journey. I mean, really, honestly, as I keep looking into these cosmos and I realize that there are energies of the day, there's energies of the month, and that you take your rising sign and you are able to create a roadmap, a journey map for what it is that you need to connect to. It's naturally available to your energy. It's mind-blowing, amazing. The deeper I get into it, the more blast off I get, and I just explode with glitter. The more that I dig deeper into the cosmic timepiece, and the more that I connect to my own energies, my own astrological awesomeness. So if that's something that you just want to dive into, if you have no idea where you're going, what you're doing, what road to take, what direction to even look into, holla at your girl, because a little bit goes a long way. If you can figure out 2 or 3 things, or even just a month, I'm just going to put this out into the universe because I know it's going to come back to me with badassery. I'm putting together a moon therapy program. As I continue to work on what I'm looking at with my energies, it makes sense to help others connect to the moon in the same way. And it makes sense for me to go back to a earth-based way of thinking, to bring it more into our new age, modern ways. That's it for me, my loves. Thank you again for being a part of the Magic Moon Phase community. We have a Facebook page now. So Magic Moon Phase is our Facebook page. We also have the Magic MF group, which is a little bit more in-depth. Again, my name is Kitty. Thank you so much for being here. Wizards, witches, warlocks, all of my magical folks, thank you so much for everything you do, for everything you are, and for everything you show up as in this world. Thank you for doing the work. Thank you for plugging into yourself, plugging into the community, and plugging into the moon. Now go make some magic, motherfuckers.